There's a long list of things I can't stand. Long lines on unnecessary traffic, pineapple pizza, people who pick chicken over turkey. You have no idea how much I can't stand returning things. You buy something and later realize you don't either want it anymore or didn't need it in the first place. But I hate returning things simply because of the looks you get from whoever you're returning them to. They look at you and judge you with their eyes, as if to say you're incapable of making proper decisions for yourself. By so doing, you have brought shame not only to yourself, but to your entire family and community as a whole. Maybe that's just my social anxiety speaking, but regardless, I do not like returning things. Heck, if it's something cheap, something I know I can let go of the money of, I'd rather let it go than have to return something. But this time was different though, as you can probably tell. So yeah, this is the story. So this was a couple years back and I was 16 at the time. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos, then you already know that until a few months before my 16th birthday, I was a complete antisocial hermit. But thanks to my crew and the people I was surrounded by, I started to open up to people more. When you're like 15, 16, or even 17, and you see kids your age having boyfriends and girlfriends, and you're just not there yet, it kind of feels like they're living their life. But man, most times you actually have it better than they do, because relationships come with insecurities, trust issues, emotional instability, and at the time, I fucked around and got my heart broken. I didn't leave my bed for like a week, and my friends were getting concerned. So one of them, Amber, asked me to see a movie with her the next day. I didn't want to, but she was able to talk me into it. So I got there the next day, bought both our tickets, and after waiting on our usual meeting spot for a while, I texted her, "Hey, where are you?" And she replies, "I'm sorry, something came up. Go see the movie, I'll make it up to you." So now I'm just frustrated, cause on the long list of things I hate, seeing a movie alone was near the very top. I'd always gone to the movies with my friends or siblings or whichever girl I was currently with, and I'd always seen people who came alone as sad and lonely, cause I don't think I could have fun coming to the movies by myself. But even higher than that on the list of things I hate is return it. I already got 2 tickets and I sure wasn't gonna return them, so I'm like, "F it, I'ma just watch the movie and throw the second ticket away." So I went towards the screens, and outside, there's this guy who takes your ticket and cuts a piece of it to show it's been used. So I walk up to him and give him the ticket. He looks at it, he looks at me, and I ask him, "Any problem?" And he says, "How old are you?" And I'm like, "What? Are you 18 or above?" No. "I'm sorry, can't let you in. This movie is for 18 and above only." The truth is, I couldn't care less about the movie. Amber suggested it, I just bought the tickets. I didn't know what it was rated. So now, I couldn't use any one of the tickets, and to be honest, I was really pissed. So what am I supposed to do? Go back to the person who sold you the tickets and ask for a refund? So I went over to the lady who sold me the tickets and tried to explain myself. And with a smug look on her face, she says, "I'm sorry, you have to get back in line." But I already got the tickets. "I'm sorry, I can attend to you until you get in line." So I got in line and waited for about 30 plus minutes till it was my turn. And even while I'm talking, she just looks at me like I was irritating her very existence just by being there. And when I was done, she said, "I'm sorry, we don't have a refund policy. Should have looked at the ratings before buying the tickets." And I'm like, "What the fuck? You sold me the tickets." "Yeah, that's my job, duh. I just sell tickets." Her attitude was excruciatingly annoying. I was ready to leave if she'd politely told me I couldn't get a refund, but despite selling me the tickets, she was still talking to me with all that unnecessary attitude. At this point, the line had started building up behind me and the people were getting impatient. Then she says, "If you don't leave now, I'm gonna have to call security. Call the president if you'd like. I'm not leaving without my motherfucking refund." So now she gets really upset and starts to raise her voice, telling me she's not giving me a dime. And another employee comes over trying to play Gandhi or something. "Yo, what's wrong?" I explain to him and he says, "You know what? How about I trade you those tickets for a different movie, huh?" But no, I didn't want a different movie at that point. I just wanted my goddamn money. I was too invested and this lady had pressed all my buttons. Come on man, there's other movies you could see. That's a peaceful solution. No thanks MLK, I want my money. And now she starts to really raise her voice because the crowd behind me had increased, and I simply said, I'm not going anywhere. Now while she's shouting at me, the manager comes out and asks what's wrong.
Tell him to bring me my money.
That's what you were causing the scene for, Sarah? He immediately apologizes, gives me my money, and asks her to apologize. She looks at me and scowls, and he says, unless you want to start looking for a different job, I suggest you apologize this instant. So she apologizes, I thank the manager and leave. Letting go of the money wasn't a problem. I actually planned to, but the way she spoke to me as a customer was uncalled for, which was why I acted the way I did. You've heard the term, the customer's always right. And there's some truth in that. You see, the customer's always right doesn't mean they can't be wrong. It just means that even when they are, it's your job as an employee to handle the situation so it doesn't escalate any further than it needs to. I just felt like telling this story because sometimes all it takes is courtesy or even a simple apology to iron things out. This is just one of my many bad experiences with bad customer service, and I'll tell more of them in a part 2.